You wake in the quiet before dawn. The room is still, and the world feels slightly different than it does in daylight. Your thoughts move more quietly, but more deeply. This isn't a mistake or a problem to fix. You have entered a doorway that humans have known for centuries, the mind's threshold at the third hour. Ancient Egypt understood this. They believed certain hours of the night carried a different density of meaning. When the world is silent, the inner world becomes louder. When the senses soften, the subtler signals of the mind rise to the surface. They practiced meeting this moment with awareness, not through superstition but through observation. Today, we describe the same thing through science. Around this hour, your circadian rhythm lowers cortisol and raises melatonin. Your analytical mind steps back, and the part of your mind that makes connections and sees patterns becomes more active. This is why your thoughts feel different at this hour. You're not fully asleep, you're not fully awake. You're standing in the doorway between the two. Philosophers call this a liminal state. Neuroscience calls it a transition of consciousness. But you can simply feel that it is a different kind of awareness. The ancients worked with this. They kept simple practices, a dedicated place to sit, a quiet posture, a small moment of intention. They prepared to receive rather than to force. You can do the same. It doesn't require ritual or tools, just a willingness to meet the moment with gentleness. Sit somewhere that is not your bed. Keep a pen nearby. Decide to listen before you decide anything else. Listening is a discipline. You're not trying to empty the mind or control it. You're allowing meaning to approach at its own pace. Some nights nothing comes, and that has value. Other nights a sentence arrives whole. A decision becomes clear. Or a question surfaces that dissolves confusion more than any answer could. Treat what comes with respect. Write it down, not to cling but to acknowledge. There is a practical intelligence at work here. When daily habits pause, the deeper mind steps forward. It's not something new you're creating. It is something familiar you are finally quiet enough to hear. This changes your relationship with sleep. You were taught to measure it by efficiency and productivity. But humans did not live this way for most of history. For centuries, night carried a natural intermission, a time for reflection, prayer, or quiet thought, before falling back into a second sleep. So you experiment. When you wake peacefully, allow 20 quiet minutes. Breathe as if you're being given something delicate. Ask gentle questions. What needs my attention? What can I release? What one simple step would make tomorrow lighter? Avoid dramatic conclusions or grand plans. Insight is usually calm, simple, and grounding, not loud or urgent. You learn to tell the difference. Anxiety has a sharp voice. Insight has a steady one. If agitation rises, care for the body and return to sleep. If clarity appears, write it down and let the page hold it until morning. Over time, you start to notice patterns. Some thoughts return until you act on them. Some guidance repeats until you listen. The ancient myths and the modern science aren't in conflict. They are two languages describing the same experience. One speaks to the heart, the other speaks to the mind. Together they remind you that not every hour of the day is meant for the same kind of thinking. So you make a quiet agreement with yourself. When the peaceful awakening happens, you will meet it with attention. You will sit. You will breathe. You will listen gently, and you will write what feels real. Some nights, nothing will come. Some nights, something small will shift inside you. And some nights, a truth will arrive that stays with you long after sunrise. You don't need to force belief. Just pay attention. Let the quiet do what noise cannot. When the world sleeps, your inner world wakes. And if you allow it, this hour becomes not an interruption, but a returning. As the first light of morning begins to touch the horizon, carry this awareness with you. The night did not interrupt your rest. It invited you into a deeper kind of knowing. If this reflection resonated with you, allow its echo to stay with your mind throughout the day. Return to it when the world becomes loud again. This has been Echo of the Mind, a space where ancient wisdom meets the quiet truth within you. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and keep listening to the whispers beneath the noise.